let's move our focus and attention into our feet, feeling that connection through to the floor. Can you feel your feet inside your socks, inside your shoes, following that connection through into the floor? Remember that with each of these meditations, we're not in a rush. We're not trying to get through it. We're trying to experience every moment of it. And so we're just slowly making our way through our body, starting with that connection of our feet into the floor. How are your feet feeling? Let's then continue to move our focus from our feet, up our legs, past our knees, and feeling our seated base, our connection to the chair. Whereabouts on your body can you feel the connection to the chair on which you're sat? You might be able to feel it, the underside of your legs, through your sitting bones, maybe your lower back or even upper back. There's no right or wrong sensations here. It's just tuning in to what you can feel. How would you describe the feeling of the chair? Is it soft? Firm? Is it comfortable? And then we're going to move from our seated base and slowly trace up our spine, through our lower back, our upper back, and then feeling that opening across our shoulders. Begin to notice any tension or stress that you may be feeling in your shoulders. You might be holding on to some stress which you didn't even know was there. But by taking this moment, this opportunity to feel your shoulders, it's that first step in becoming aware of it. This doesn't need to be done in stillness either. We could maybe give our shoulders a small shrug, invite a small amount of movement. Like I said, let's make this meditation work for you. Let's now allow the back of our neck to feel soft, the front of our throat to feel open, and then moving up and noticing any tension or stress that we may be holding in our jawline, often a place where we can secretly store tension. Once again, we don't need to do this in stillness. We might want to open and close our mouth, just allowing the tongue to sit comfortably on the bottom of the mouth. Allowing the cheeks to feel heavy and the forehead to feel wide. We can hold a lot of tension in our facial muscles, mainly because there's so many of them. But this is an opportunity now for you just to allow them to relax, or just notice and become aware of how your facial muscles are feeling. And then, as if we were quickly scanning through our entire body, from our feet and that connection to the floor, all the way to the top of our head, just tuning in and asking ourselves, how are you feeling? And remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. How can what we're feeling be right or wrong? It's just simply what is. And we're trying to approach this in a non-judgmental and accepting way. If you're comfortable to do so, what I would like you to do next is take both of your hands to your stomach. As we breathe in, we have this beautiful muscle called the diaphragm. And the diaphragm, as we take an in-breath, it pushes down. And this causes the stomach to almost push out. Then, as we breathe back out and the air comes out of our lungs, the diaphragm comes back up, allowing the stomach to fall. So what we find is we have this very gentle rise and fall as we breathe in and breathe out. All I would like you to do now is simply become aware of this movement. Can you feel that gentle rise and fall as we breathe in and breathe out? We've got to keep in mind that we're all different. We've all got different bodies. We're all unique. And so that movement is going to be very different for each individual. For some people, it might be quite a lot of movement, quite a large movement. For other people, it will be just a very gentle and small movement. Once again, there's no right or wrong way. We've been breathing our entire lives. We're just taking this moment to actually feel our breath. Whereabouts in your body can you feel your breath? What I would now like you to do, keeping one hand on our stomach, I would like you to take your other hand and just place it somewhere comfortable on your chest. As well as that diaphragm pushing down and expanding the stomach, we also have the rib cage, which as we breathe in, that also pushes out. And you might be able to feel some movement from your chest as well as your stomach. Once again, we're not trying to change or alter the way we're breathing. In fact, we're just simply trying to be aware of it. Just notice it. I often like to just feel that interplay between the movement from our stomach and the movement from our chest. Can you notice a difference in the movement from your stomach and your chest? You might find that one is more prominent than the other. And we're just going to stay here, just with our breath, holding our attention and focus on that in and out breath. And let's just take this moment to ask ourselves, how are we feeling now? Are we feeling any different to when we first sat down to watch this episode? Let's now take our attention back to our jawline. Notice any tension or stress that may have crept its way back in, allowing those cheeks to feel heavy. moving our attention back to our shoulders, maybe inviting another shrug. Tracing back down our spine, feeling our connection to our chair. Feeling that seated base. And then back down to our feet on the floor. Feel grounded in where you're sat right now. Grounded in who you are. And then very slowly, in your own time, just bringing yourselves back into the space. Opening your eyes, have a stretch, have a yawn. And just finding yourself comfortably back with the video.